Hi everybody, my name is Jamie Hastings and I'm a filmmaker, director, producer, and the creative force behind my business, You Make Clot Productions. One of the projects I've wanted to bring to fruition for a long time involves collaborating with local poets to make short films based on their work. I propose to create 10 poetry films for 10 local poets for this project. The beauty of the project is that it's not just poets and filmmakers working together to make these pieces, but local actors, musicians, and even additional visual artists like sculptors, painters, photographers, animators, really anything that helps tell the story of the poem. It sounds massive, I know. So how will I pull it off?
And your shadows shedding light.
So several years ago, while working at Pikes Peak Library District, I was gifted the job of documenting our local poetry scene. There have been quite a few Pikes Peak Poet Laureate events at Pikes Peak Library District, and I filmed these. I've also helped conduct interviews with the local poet laureates for our archive.
I discovered that words were this great release.
So I already know many local poets, and some have already shown interest in this project.
At least it's merciless.
As a test run several years ago, I made a couple of films with past poet laureate Price Strobridge for his poems Prism and Chatoyance. Prism was even screened in Vancouver at the Visible Voice Poetry Film Festival. Check it out.
Howling stormy questions circle hemispheres, and there, always feeling the capriciousness of air. Here, somewhere between the ever-present when and why, searching, always searching for that spectrum in the sky. Striving for a footing on the straight and narrow now, learning, always learning, never learning just quite how. To separate all questions into 7 simple bands. To touch them, feel them, hold them between these 2 clay hands.
A huge part of this project is finding collaborators. As a filmmaker, I've had plenty of experience in collaborating with others to bring a unified vision to the screen. That's what we do. Filmmaking is a team sport. I already know plenty of actors, and those actors know other actors. So I'm already part of a circle of people that I know would jump on board for this project. As an artist, one of the things that energizes me the most is working not just with other filmmakers, but with artists from other genres as well. Since film is both an audio and visual medium, it's just natural. Under the You Make Clot banner, I've produced a number of short films, as well as worked with clients to create videos for their nonprofits and businesses. I work closely with a number of other creatives to meet these goals. That's the cool thing about film, right? It incorporates a lot of different mediums. The written word, acting, audio, visuals, and things like costumes, makeup, and production design. Film can even incorporate other visual mediums like photos, paintings, graphic design. This is why I love it. Who will see this project? Well, the cool thing about video is that it can exist forever. It can be discovered and rediscovered and shared by everyone involved.
Hello?
In this way, film is always reaching a new audience. Films can screen in theater settings, and I'm imagining these films could easily fit into Independent Film Society of Colorado's pre-film screening lineup or be part of its own local screening, really. And video obviously can also be embedded on the web and spread through social media. What makes the poetry film different from other film projects is that the investment isn't just in the filmmaker, but also in the poet and the other collaborators. So the greater the reach of these films, the more exposure not just for film in our community, but also for poetry, for music, for acting, and really for any creatives involved in making visual media that become part of this project.